Right, welcome back everyone. We are playing the big old map yet again, and let's just catch up as to what's going on. So we have a 2K by 2K map. It's 1500 towns, which are actually done, and 5500 industries. And I'm mostly currently working on ports-related things with some of the feeder industries. And if you were, let me find the actual window. If you were playing along, not so much paying attention, they have both. So we're down in this corner at the moment, but the actual challenge is that there are no clay mines further up here. So fun. So I just bought a whole bunch of these on Zeppelins, whatever they are, to send off engineering supplies to these stand places. I guess I could have just sent boats, but I want to see how these function. Also, I don't really use helicopters, so I don't know if these can take off. Yes, they can. That's good. Less likely to cause issues. So, sorry. I'm also going to just make it a little easier to come in here by boat. So I'm thinking how to do this. This is slightly in the way here. Let's assume there's going to be something here. And then a depot here. How can you be lost? You're an idiot. Or not. Or I am. Someone is. Okay, so then let's do something vaguely similar here. Drop that. Nope. Bridge. And that can actually come in here. Clearly my coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Yeah, just put it here. Oh, okay. There you go. So I was casually curious as to what was going on here. We have a lot of goods. I think we might even need a few more of these boats now. Or just make them a little bigger, probably. I don't have large goods boats. I only have medium. Like these. So move the goods L. And so, okay. Which ones are you? This is globular camel. So all of them, really. Water side there. Okay. And these are caddies. Not really Santorini. So that's not what we want. Not Fastnet. Available in Hopetown. It will have to be Santorini, which is a little large. That's my issue with this set. There's nothing between the two for goods, so this is obviously not. I mean, that's possible, but it's slow as hell, so that doesn't fly. We're at 2055 now. 54, so. Okay, what was in Excel? Excel is Excel, I think. Yeah, Excel is Excel. It's a bit like our not so beloved old PM who once managed to utter Brexit is Brexit. It's like, the fuck. Okay. Oh, there you go. Brexit is Brexit. So that's quietly happening. Lots of sand. Okay, so apart from you losing money, what are you up to? One long. Okay, I definitely need more than that. You are stuck. Why are you stuck? Apart from this not being signaled out. Yeah, I'm good that way. I think that was part of the issue that I had these more than slightly effed up signals, or the lack of them. So you come from here, and there's nothing here. Well, that's not helping. 680. Ah, yeah, we need to do something about this place if we want to properly run it, but I'm not sure I can. Anyway, so this is, I expect to see a large number of sand carrying boats somewhere. Give me one. Well, give me one of the new ones. Okay, we do want to timetable these. Or timetable sand, I think I just did. It will get timetabled. Whatever these are, timetable. Yep. And the fact that they're being cloned means that generally if some of them are okay, then the others are okay. Yeah, see, that's not a great idea. Right, okay, what's going on? This still has a massive abundance of stuff. It's hilarious because, of course, the other does not. By other, I mean whatever I just happened to be a moment before. To the extent that it would make sense to physically get this stuff up there, wherever. So put a viewport here, stick it, and find the other place. You. It wasn't this. That's supposed to be a big old airport someplace. Here. Okay. How bad is this? So there's basically never been anything here for a long time. So why don't I'm going to have a lot of trouble putting stuff here. Of course you don't. So if I see This may have to be just like a single way in, which is not particularly optimal, but we'll work around it. So try to make it 20-ish long, except that appears to be this thing in the way. Create job, in which case I could have put it there. In which case I shall just put it there. Now that I moved around the whole shebang. So Winnie. I never done trains this long. I just can do it for fun. Well, whoever's definition of fun. And that needs doing, and this needs doing. Where am I? Okay, I'm actually not that far at all. Or, well, long. We'll thinking which way to go off. Tempted to follow whatever train line's running next to here, so go up this way. Just checking which way. Okay, this is definitely not a great idea. Duh. Double duh, because this is not even the correct type. Oh. Oh, okay. I did not want that to be there. Fuck's sake. This is where it's going to get horrendously busy. Like, this will probably need a train station someplace, and yet I'm hauling around stuff nearby. And so that's not really going to work. Am I still recording? Yes. Can press the wrong button in the meantime. For tunnel. Where am I? Nowhere near. I'm not convinced about the sensibility of this whole thing. Let's just say that. There's an oil rig in the way. There's a sandbank in the way, if anything, but come on, behave. Okay, that's obviously not going to work. And that's not going to work either. I don't really understand the logic behind not being able to bridge over depots, but being able to bridge over stations. So that is sensible planning. This may be less so. Also, do I actually want to come this way? No, I don't. Cancel the sailing circus to some extent. To be very honest, I don't really foresee that much traffic on this line. Famous last words. For fuck's sake. Where am I now? far away. Looks natural. Looks natural. Yeah, some of this is going to be hell. I can't do that, I think. I can. Just box my OCD. I'm not really good at coordination skills today. Where am I now? Still nowhere near close. I mean, now that I'm half done, I'm a lot less convinced this is actually a good idea. Or I can't tunnel through here. I had an idea that I'd just fill this up and tunnel. Because I either run a very large number of trains because of the distance, or it's just essentially taking up an absolute affluent of space. Well, we'll see. Then later, when the map's totally full, I'll be looking at this thinking, what and why did I do? But more the why. Unless me being an idiot counts as an actual reason. That's not going to work. Like, what the fuck is this? Okay. think, yeah, this is probably not a great idea. Am I even close yet? I think I am. Well, by some standards of closeness. But Jams, this isn't such a bad thing because gems don't need to be signaled. Don't do that. And then not having all these guys congregating here in such a manner would be beneficial. How much time I even have? I've spent pretty much the better part of the last 40 minutes doing this slightly crazy mega project. Honestly, can't. I think this will do. I'll figure out something for the other one later, or I can always hook it in here. That's just crazy, but there are 20,000 units here. Clearly not being used. Hmm. I'm just thinking how to lay this on, but I'll probably do it here because I could use this as, oh no, future space. Nope, I did not want that. That was stupid. Probably have to put a bridge here at some point, one way or the other, but so if I do this, don't do that, do this. And then, doesn't matter, does it? So they come off this way and they go out this way. Yeah, no, this should not be there. That's why it wasn't making sense. So we'll need a whole bunch of depots anyway. While I'm at, take that once again. So while I'm at it, replace this with that. The fuck is that? Okay, I mean, we're at least vaguely close. Right, so two. And then actually I could just do this. There. Change main view. And get. And I have nice. Okay, fine. Why am I running for a call? If it, I think I established at some past point that I really don't need tortoises. I just need one of the upper class BRs. 66, I think. And yeah, idiot. Engineering supplies. Sort by whatever. 65. So could just sort by cargo capacity, you know. So pick up here and drop off there. And this is transfer. And nope, not that. This, I have so many ungrouped trains. Why? Okay, hold on. So I don't have a clay 10. I do have a clay 10. All of these go into clay 10. And then this goes into ink 10. Be very honest, at this point, grouping them is limitedly sensible because the whole point of grouping stuff was the templated replacements, which aren't really going to happen. And I am going to timetable this stuff because I really don't want them to just run around. Toots, stupid. Go. Still have 11 minutes. So you might have heard that. I'm curious when this gets there. So we started like early in the year, essentially. Probably going to take the better part of half year. I'm also just looking at those engines and they're like totally capable. The one thing I info, yeah, these are limited to 100k. It's fine. Why did you stop? Okay, that's been a month and a half. Just checking time. Oh, 10 minutes. It's fine. Two or 3 months. We're still going wherever the direction is, but we haven't turned next to the maglev, so still pretty far. Three months. It's kind of funny because it adds an element of reality. So if I was playing the base vehicle set, then they don't have any restrictions on wagon speed, so I could just get a whatever 10,000 horsepower thing running at 300k per hour, or in fact just maglev at 600. And yeah, um, this is different, at least from the final stretch of sorts. So it's not so much the expectation that we make money here, okay, and now this one's been nuked down. And actually this one's not even properly signaled out. So money-wise, absolutely nothing. I think the reason why it's making absolutely nothing is because the actual cargo has been standing here for the better part of unknown years. I made a bid. Okay, well, fine, whatever. So, no, I don't want your aircraft. All. So this is pretty flat, which means if these trains run properly, that's not really going to be enough, but you're enhanced, which is not quite good enough. Now that I closed it. What's going on here? So I could actually fly goods from here. Even just with a small airport. I don't think I have planes. Okay. Goods. So what can I get that flies goods? I think I know the answer to that. Illusion's definitely not going to probably sort by. I'll check. Not reliability, capacity. Okay, well, that's fine. Sort by. Yeah, it's not going to get here. This one will. Oh, it's out of range. Brilliant. Not this time. Is it really? Well, that sucks. Or if I say fly here, still out of range. Hang on, never mind. No flying. 60,000 crates. I mean, I could actually just pretty much, yeah, build a long train between the two and restock. I need to clean my trackball because it's very icky. Unless I re-landscape the whole thing here, which is probably not the best idea. I might as well just go off this way. don't have enough time to finish this in this episode. Or maybe I do. Can we just make this same height? Airport. 20 long. 20 long. Nope, I don't want that. I want not this. Some such. And actually we're out of time, which is suboptimal, but expected. Keep a few more down. You back out into here. I seem to have distinctly lost. Yep. This. Okay, so this is what I had wanted, and we might split over then a little. Clone me one of these losers. I said clone this. So we go from here to there, transfer, and okay. These are a timetable, fine. Right, so I'm going to stop here because we're out of time, and I shall hopefully see you whenever next time. And yeah, usual thoughts, comments, whatnot, so let me know, please. Thank you for your attention on this matter. Bye bye.